p.m. Central Time, and that only means one thing. It is time for Friday night MLB The Show 24 live stream simulation game of the week, and we are here at Old Shea Stadium for a battle of a Subway Series battle between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Jose Butto will be on the mound today for the Yankees, or will be on the mound for the Mets, excuse me. The Yankees will go for former New York Met, Marcus Stroman. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. In this one, I'm Josh Wright doing the play-by-play. We just did a Expos game earlier today, so now we are switching over to the Mets and the Yankees. Take a look at the lineup here in this one, set up by Aaron Boone, who was playing when the Expos were a thing. Leading things off is the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Batting second is the DH, Juan Soto. Hitting third is the center fielder, Aaron Judge. Verdugo hits cleanup. He's in left. Giancarlo Stanton bats fifth and right. Anthony Rizzo bats sixth. He's at first. Gleyber Torres bats seventh. He's at second. Austin Wells is the catcher. He bats eighth. And batting ninth is the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Take a look at the defense around the horn in this one on this rainy day here at Shea Stadium. For the New York Mets, first base is Pete Alonso. At second base, Jeff McNeil. Third base, Brett Beatty. Shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And then the Mets have J.D. Martinez in left field. Brandon Nimmo in center. Martes in right. And Tomas Nido is behind the plate here in this one. Here's Volpe leading things off for New York. First pitch is a ball. And we are underway here in this somewhat cold, rainy night here in the Queens. 12-6 curve, misses 2-0. Depending on how this live stream does, we'll do another Yankees Mets game this year, later on this year. And we'll probably do it either at Old Yankee Stadium.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This was actually a viewer request by my good friend Riz Daddy 1090. He's probably not watching this stream right now because I believe he's streaming right now, and I don't really know if, but yeah, he streams on Twitch and Kick and everything. Definitely go give him a follow. Hopefully, or maybe he stops by and watches an inning of the New York Mets here in this game. But yeah, this was our very first viewer request, and if you want to be like Riz Daddy 1090 on Twitch and request any ball games for us to commentate for our simulation game series, all you need to do, drop us a list down in the comments, or whatever you prefer. Just let us know a game, or just let us know like a matchup you want to see, and your request could possibly be a future live stream. Juan Soto hitting .275 last year. A new guy wearing a Yankees uniform. 1-2 count from Butto. That is hard hit to first. Alonso steps on the bag. That's out number 2. So the second man, so 2 men gone now here in the first. That brings in Aaron Judge. I wonder how pitchers feel whenever or what's going through their mind whenever someone like Aaron Judge is up to bat, or like Mike Trout or Shohei Ohtani, like pretty much a lot of the big names in baseball. I mean, just look at a lot of the big names over the years. Like, can you imagine how, like, when teams like the Braves were in town, or when the Giants were in town at Shea Stadium and Barry Bonds was up to bat, and then you have the Braves with Chipper Jones, the Cardinals with Mark McGwire, and then Albert Pujols later on, Sammy Sosa and the Cubs. There have been a lot of intimidating batters who have came up to bat here in this ballpark. Aaron Judge goes down swinging. Nothing for the Yankees here in their half of the first. The Mets coming to bat, no score. And they'll take a shot at their former teammate Marcus Stroman. This is a guy who is entering his 4th team now. He's been with the Blue Jays. He's been a Met. He's been a Chicago Cub. And this year, he is a New York Yankee. Those were his numbers last year in 2023 with the Cubs. And it was good enough for Brian Cashman to pick up the phone and ask Marcus Stroman, hey, you want to come back to New York and be a Yankee?
1 ball, no strike.
I'm pretty sure he's had beef with the Yankees, too, throughout his career. Like when he was with the Blue Jays and then when he was with the Mets later on. I don't know, it just felt like a weird signing. Brandon Nimmo leading off for the Mets. He's got a 2-0 count on him. Rainy day here at Chase Stadium. This was the home of the New York Mets from... When did Chase Stadium first open? When did Chase Stadium open? I think it was the mid-60s. 1964 was the first year of Chase Stadium, and then home of the Mets from 1964 to 2008. Ended up getting Citi Field in 2009. Slurve misses, strike 3. First out here in the bottom of the first. A strikeout for Stroman. And that brings in Starlin Marte. Marte, another guy who's played for a bunch of teams now. Was with the Pittsburgh Pirates once upon a time. And then he's been with a few other teams since then. He's been I think he's been with the Diamondbacks. He's been with Oakland. He's been with the Marlins. And now he's in the Queens with the Mets. He's been a Met for the past couple seasons now, I think. But I remember him vividly watching him with the Pirates as a young kid. A 1-2 in a right field. Back goes Stanton. This is going to drop for a base hit, the first of the game. And it belongs to the New York Mets. So a 1-out single for Marte. That brings in Francisco Lindor. Gotta say real quick if we are live. We are live. We should be live. Yep, we've been live for about 7 minutes. Here's Lindor, 1 out here in the bottom of the first with a runner on. Yankees will most likely look for a double play. The Mets, they're just looking to start up a rally. 0-2 pitch now to Lindor. That hit him. And perhaps Marcus Stroman has beef with Francisco Lindor too. Maybe because of 2016 ALCS. Do people even remember the 2016 ALCS? Like that was with the Cleveland Indians and the Toronto Blue Jays. That series lasted I think 5 games. I think the most memorable thing about that series is Trevor Bauer having a drone injury. Like he was flying drones and he hurt his hand or something. Alonso swings, hits one in deep left field, back out the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso, 2-run blast. 3-run blast, excuse me. And the Mets have a 3-0 lead. Mets strike first. It's 3-0. Alonso crushing the sinker. Oh, he knew that was gone. The minute Stroman threw it, he was having second thoughts. It's like, whoops. Didn't mean to throw that. That was absolutely crushed by Alonso. My apologies about accidentally calling it a 2-run homer. It was a 3-run homer. I was distracted talking about the 2016 ALCS, a postseason series that probably nobody remembers. Well, the National League Championship Series that year was the Dodgers and the Cubs, and that was a lot more memorable of a series. And not to mention Fox ended up telecasting that series. DJ Stewart swings and misses on a slider. So yeah, Pete Alonso had a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0 Mets. Here's JD Martinez. Martinez lets the slurve go by, 0-1. Sorry, it's been a long day for me. I already had another live stream earlier today. I was doing the Expos franchise mode, and I already... and man, there were a lot of home runs hit in that game, which you guys should definitely go watch. 0-2 pitch to Martinez, and the sinker is hammered to left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Martinez is going to stay put at first, and he's got himself a 2-out single.
The third baseman.
Yeah, Pete Alonso, 3-run blast. Martinez is at first, 2 outs. That brings in Brett Beatty, entering his second year now as the Mets' full-time third baseman. Here's the 1-0 from Stroman. That is going to drop for a base hit. It will. Over to second is Martinez, 2-1, 2 out. Perhaps I should have promoted my stream. Yeah. So real quick. And now Jeff McNeil comes in. First pitch to him is a ball. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Rounded to Rizzo, steps on the bag, ends the inning. Pete Alonso had a 3-run home run. Not a 2-run homer, a 3-run homer. They give the Mets a 3-0 lead as we head to the second inning. It's the second inning here at Chase Stadium. It's our Subway Series matchup between the New York Yankees and their crosstown rival New York Mets. It'll be the middle of the lineup due up for the Yankees here in the top of the second. It is Verdugo, Giancarlo Stanton, and Anthony Rizzo. A pop up to Alonso and foul grounds, 1 away.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So 1 out now. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. Hopefully Frank comes in here. I don't want him to miss this Yankees game. I didn't really get the chance to tell him that I was live.
No, that's fine.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Stanton with 1 out. Scores 3-0 Mets.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stanton 2-2. 2-2 from Budo on its way. That is into right center field, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. Single into right center field. And that'll bring in Anthony Rizzo hitting 244. So we've already done a simulation game with both Yankees and Mets. We did a Yankees game in Cleveland. Yankees ended up winning that game against the Guardians, and Anthony Rizzo ended up launching a home run in that game. And then our Mets game, of course, that was a victory against the St. Louis Cardinals. Rizzo ground ball to second. McNeil could have had a double play there. Instead, they get the out at second, or out at first, excuse me. Sorry, tough day. It's been a long day. Something tells me this broadcast is going to be very shaky. I've already made a couple mistakes, and we're only in the second inning. So, yeah, this broadcast is going to be pretty long. I've never done 2 live streams in one day before. when I was in high school, my junior year of high school, I did. I would call basketball games for my high school team during my junior year, and it was during the COVID year and everything. Glaber Torres are the 1-2 count. I'll probably tell my story a little bit later, depending on what Glaber Torres decides to do here with the bat. But looks like he may keep the at-bat going. As I was saying earlier, so like I broadcast games before for my high school, and there was one time I had to do 2 games in one day. I did a girls' game that morning, and I had to, which was an away game. Ball gets away from Nito. Runner goes to third. He's tagged out, sliding in head first. We're going to the Mets half of the second inning. It's 3-0 Mets. 3-0 New York Mets lead. Mets lead the Yanks 3-0 heading into the bottom of the second. Tomas Nido will lead things off for the Mets, and then it will be Brandon Nimmo and Starling Marte. In the last half of the inning, I was telling the story about how I used to announce basketball games for my high school basketball games for my high school. Ground ball to third, one away. And there was one time where I did have to do 2 games at once. I did a girls' game that morning, and it was a road game. And luckily, where we were playing wasn't really that far from where, like, the town was like not too far from where my high school is, so we were able to get back in time, and I ended up doing the boys' game that evening, or that afternoon/evening, because it was like 5 o'clock when we got out. Brandon Nimmo hits one right back to Rizzo, and that is out number 2. When I think of Rizzo, I think of Rizzo the rat from the Muppets. Makes sense, because Rizzo the rat, I think he's actually from New York. 1-2-3 inning for Stroman on 3 groundouts. We played 2 innings of baseball here at Chase Stadium. Mets are up 3-0. 3-0 Mets as we head to inning number 3. Glaber Torres will continue his at-bat from earlier. It was interrupted when Giancarlo Stanton tried stealing third. Either he tried to steal third, or it was a wild pitch on Tomas Nido's part. But either way, it resulted in out number 3. So now Glaber Torres will lead off the top of the third inning now. Swings and misses at a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's Glaber Torres, Austin Wells, Oswaldo Cabrera all due up in the top of the third for the Yankees. There's another strikeout for Jose Butto. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Butto. Well, either way, Jose has himself another strikeout. Here's Austin Wells hitting .229. He was the top prospect for the Yankees, I believe, when he was in the minor leagues. Here's the 1-2 to Wells. That's up high, 2-2. So we probably may not have a stream on Sunday. Since it's Mother's Day, I'm going to be spending the day with my mom. So probably no Sunday stream. We may not have streams going on next week either, since I do plan on staying with my mom for a while. But we'll see. We will see. There's a strikeout out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Budo. I really hope I'm saying his name right, because I don't want to get his name wrong.
His numbers right there. This will be his 4th start, as we mentioned in the open, if you were listening.
Yeah, in a minute.
Keep that again 6 days later. And a swing and a miss. He gets him on a high changeup. Jose Budo was off the roof.
Budo. Yep, I'm saying his name right. I had to look up a YouTube video on how to say Jose Budo's name right. Well, we were saying it right the whole time, seems like. Eduardo Cabrera next up for the Yanks. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. They trail the Mets 3-0. There's off the glove of Beatty. Lindor says, "Hey man, I got you. No problem." Fires the throw to first. And we go to the home half of the 3rd. Lindor will lead off. I'm going to take a look at that play again from the last inning. So Brett Beatty tried to make this slide. It's a little bit rainy, a little bit wet, so kind of ricochets off his glove. Lindor comes in, says, "Hey man, I got you, no problem." The replay system in this game is so terrible. Made it look easy. Like, take that, Jose Reyes and David Wright. We make those plays too. Lindor smacks one up the middle, base hit. Great way to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. And here comes Pete Alonso. Homered his last time up. Question is, will he do it again? While he homered, I did my best Gary Cohen impression, which is it's questionable whether or not you listeners out there think it's good or bad. But then again, I don't really watch the Mets too much, so unless if it's highlights, and but luckily I've watched enough Gary Cohen New York Mets home run calls to kind of get an idea of what he sounds like. Alonso's got a 2-1 count on him. Ball 3. DJ Stewart on deck. Fouls off the cutter. Ball 4, and Alonso will head to first base, and that will bring in DJ Stewart. I think we have a viewer watching us. What's up? Happy Friday. Hopefully you enjoy the Mets. Hopefully, if you don't like the Mets, hopefully you like the Yankees. And if you don't like the Yankees, well, I hope you like the Mets. Well, if you don't like either, well, hopefully you like New York, like in general. Or baseball in general. Ground ball to Cabrera at third. One, got them both a double play. However, that will move a runner to third. Runner at third for JD Martinez. He had a base hit his last time up. The 0-1 to Martinez. He swings and hits a high fly ball to center. Judge camped under. We played 3 full here at Chase Stadium. It's the Mets 3, Yankees nothing. However, their top half of the lineup will be due up when we come back.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Top of the order due up for the Yankees in the top of inning number 4. They currently trail the Mets 3-0. Volpe leading things off. What did he do his last time up? He grounded out to McNeil to lead off the game. Obviously, that's what leadoff hitters do. That's why they're called the leadoff hitter. So now he'll lead off the 4th with the fly ball to right. Marte camped under. He'll make the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
So 1 man gone. That brings in Juan Soto.
Oh.
12-6 curveball. Juan Soto 0 for 1. Grounded out to Pete Alonso his last time up. One, 2 to Soto. That is just a bit outside. Count as 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to McNeil, 2 outs. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th. That brings up Aaron Judge. First pitch to him is a ball. Did he go? Umpire says no. Ball 2. He must be a Yankee fan. Must be a Yankee fan of some kind. Well, he's got a 2-1 count. Count is 2-2. Judge struck out his last time up. Question is, will he do it again? This time he's working the count full. Alex Verdugo, the former Dodger and former Red Sox. On deck, Judge grounds to third. Beatty. And that is out number 3. Jose Butto retires the top half of the Yankee lineup in style for the 2nd time, and now we'll see the bottom half of the Mets lineup here in their half of the 4th inning. The score is still 3-0 Mets on that 3-run homer hit by Pete Alonso. Fly ball to left. Verdugo, 1 away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Ball 1.
One out. Here's McNeil, 0 for 1. Rain's really coming down here at Chase Stadium. Ground ball to Torres. One second baseman grounds out to the other. First pitch to Tomas Nido is a strike. In his second at bat of the day. He's quickly down 0-2. Strike 3 call. Stroman struck him out on 3 pitches. We played 4 full here at Shea. 3-0 Mets. Only 1 hit in this game for the Yankees. That came in the second inning from Giancarlo Stanton. He's due up after the guy who's at the plate right now, Alex Verdugo. It's Verdugo, Stanton, and Rizzo all due up for the Yanks in the top of the 5th inning. New York Yankees and New York Mets, 2 teams who have been doing okay this year. 2 teams that had a little bit of down years last year after making the playoffs in 2022. Both teams kind of regressed a little bit in 2023. So in 2024, they're hoping to, kind of bounce back and kind of forget about 2023. Alex Verdugo leads off the inning with a walk. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton has the 1 hit in this game for the Yankees. There's a ground ball to McNeil. This could be a double play. They get one. Do they get both? They will. Nice play by Jeff McNeil. Two quick outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And Lindor threw a dart right to Pete Alonso, covering the bag at first. And now there are 2 outs here in the 5th inning for the Yankees. They'll bring in Anthony Rizzo, the former Chicago Cubs first baseman. 2021, that was a weird year of baseball. I don't know what made it weird. It was just a weird season. Rizzo pops up. McNeil calling forward in shallow right center field. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Score Mets 3, Yankees nothing. Top of the order due up for the Mets here in the 5th. It's Brandon Nimmo, Starlin Marte, and Francisco Lindor. Brandon Nimmo, I think he got a big contract with the Mets. Either last year or somewhere. I remember that. Didn't the Mets give Brandon Nimmo a big contract earlier? Or, let me see. Brandon Nimmo contract. They did. 8 years, $162 million. So he's getting paid pretty good. Now the question is, will he play good in that 8-year span? We're about to find out. We know the Mets' history when it comes to free agent signings and big contract extensions and whatnot. Brandon Nimmo's gone to lead off the 5th. Marcus Stroman now has 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts on the day. Maybe Starlin Marte will be strikeout number 5. We're about to find out. Right now he's got the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Marte ground ball to second. Gleyber Torres fires to first in time. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's the 0-2 to Lindor once more. A little flare out to left center. Judge coming in, makes a catch. I don't know why I got excited there. There's just a fly ball to center field. Hey, the Yankee announcers get too excited when things like that happen, so I don't know. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Yankees here in the top of the 6th. Score is still 3-0 Mets. Gleyber Torres with the count even at 1-1. 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes to Torres. Leadoff walk to Torres here in the top of the 6th inning. So here's Austin Wells, 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Count is 2-2 to Wells. That is down the third base line. It will go foul. Count remains 2-2.
Okay.
Back-to-back walks for Budo here in the 6th. That is not what this crowd at Chase Stadium doesn't want to see that. So the tying run at the plate possibly for the Yankees is up. The Mets will have Jorge Lopez and Jake Diekman warming up in the bullpen, a righty and a lefty. Alonso might turn another double play. He will. And the pitcher got involved too. Jose Budo racing to the bag, able to cover for the out. That's it's pretty good if you ask me. Anthony Volpe comes up, he's 0 for 2. If there's a chance to score a run for the Yankees, it's right now. Count is 0 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Volpe. Here's a 1-2. 2 and 2. Pete Alonso will lead off for the Mets when we return. Volpe's gone and the inning's over. Top of the 6th inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankees leave a runner on. It is 3-0 Mets. Thanks to this guy right here, Pete Alonso had that 3-run blast in the 1st inning. And he's going to go deep again. 4-0 Mets. Pete Alonso, you are the man. .392 feet to left. He crushed 2 home runs to deep left field. Aaron Boone will come in to talk with his skipper, or with his starter today, and Marcus Stroman was done for the day. Yankees will go to their bullpen when we come back. Luke Weaver, former Cardinal, will come in relief for Stroman here in the 6th inning after Stroman gave up the home run to Pete Alonso. Aaron Boone said, nope, that's it, you're done. Come out of the game and let the bullpen take care of the rest. DJ Stewart 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded into a double play. And he hits one in the air to right. Back goes Stanton. At the wall, he'll make the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, JT.
Had a chance there to have my Gary Cohen impression again, but nope, I said what came off the tip of my tongue. Pete Alonso, you are the man. He has scored all 4 runs and all 4 RBIs for the Mets in this game. They were all home runs. A couple home runs. Then they're on with a couple of home runs. Feel like that's what all baseball players. The only thing a lot of baseball fans are people that are not really. All right, probably not baseball fans, but yeah, I guess No, never mind. Let me start over. 1-2 to Martinez. He fouls off. So yeah, Pete Alonso with a couple home runs in this game. Feel like that's the main thing people go to baseball games for. They watch baseball, is like they want to see a home run. They're sitting out in the rain for about probably 3 hours. You know, they at least want to see a home run. Well, so far these fans here at Shea got to see 2 of them. And they got to see JD Martinez ground out to Oswaldo Cabrera for the 2nd out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Here's Brett Beatty. 1 for 2. He had a single in the first inning. And he might have another one here in the 6th inning. A little duck snort to left field. Verdugo wasn't going to get there in time. And it will result in a 2-out single for Jeff McNeil. Good friend Brett Beatty. All right, that trick's gonna stop working eventually.
Okay. Ball inside.
2-0 to McNeil. Jeff McNeil works a walk. Here's Tomas Nido. Hopefully Frank comes in this street in the chat eventually. He has to. The Mets and Yankees are on, for crying out loud. And if he wants us to do another one Sunday, sorry Frank, I'm going to be out of town. And I don't take my PS5 with me very much on road trips with me. Kind of a reason. Nido in the air to left, back at the wall. This one is off the wall. They're going to call it a ground rule double, and it's 5-0 Mets. That is going to score Brett Beatty. One hops over the wall. Runners at second and third. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He signed an 8-year, $162 million contract for a reason, and I'm pretty sure that reason was not going 0 for 3. I mean, you can play good with the glove all you want, but the main thing is, what can you do with the bat, not really the glove. 0-2 to Nimmo, that is low, ball 1. Luke Weaver, didn't he play for the Mets for a little bit? I feel like he played for the Mets, maybe in Syracuse or something, like in AAA. Luke Weaver. Counts full, 3-2. Luke Weaver, did he play for the Mets? No, he didn't. However, I feel like it's somebody of the Mets. He might end up on the Mets one of these days. Let's see, he's played for the Cardinals. I remember him when he was with the Cardinals. He was involved in the Paul Goldschmidt trade. Weaver was sent to Arizona in that trade. Counts full, that'll load up the bases. Luke Weaver's been a Cardinal, Arizona Diamondback, Royal, Red, Mariner, and a Yankee. It's a lot of teams for a guy who's entering his 30-year-old season. Little fly ball to center. Marte can't get the job done. Can't score any more runs with the bases loaded. We go to the 7th. Mets lead 5-0. It's a 5-0 Mets lead here in the 7th inning. Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Alex Verdugo all due up for the Yankees here in the 7th. The Mets are 9 defensive outs away from getting the job done. And that is beating the Yankees. Soto in the air to left center field. Back goes Nimmo. 1 out. Jose Butto, he has been terrific on the mound today for the Mets. He's currently at 96. 90 is the pitch count. Pitch number 97 to Aaron Judge is a ball. Or misses for ball one, a bit up high on a fastball. Corks it, foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. Judge has not done anything with the bat in this game. He is 0 for 2. He struck out in the first, he grounded out in the fourth. And this is his third at bat here in the 7th. A little fly ball to left field. JD Martinez makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Here at the top of inning number 7, here is Alex Verdugo. He's got 2 chains. 2 chains on him. In the picture there on when he came up to bat on the graphic there. Looks like he's got him tucked in. Two-oh pitch. Can you imagine if NBA players were allowed to wear jewelry, like keychains and everything, while they were playing? Or necklaces or anything like that? Like, imagine if the NBA players were allowed to do that. The reason why I bring it up is because, well, there's been a debacle over whether or not that could happen. Like, should it happen? Should it not happen? Or should it continue to not happen? I don't know. All you basketball fans out there, let me know in the chat or in the comments what you feel about NBA players, how they're not allowed to wear jewelry. And then with baseball, you are allowed to wear that kind of stuff. Obviously, you got to have it tucked in and everything in the jersey while you're up to bat or when you're in the outfield.
One ball, 1 strike.
Yankees have a runner at first, 2 outs for Stanton. He is 1 for 2 today. That is hit down the third base line. That about took away the Yankees' third base coach. However, it didn't.
That's the ball.
That's a ball, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Stanton, and he strikes out. Time to stretch here at Shea. Jose Butto, he has been outstanding today for the Mets. He's given up a few walks. However, that's it. He's given up a hit. He's given up 4 walks in this game. But other than that, besides the walks and everything, it's a pretty good 7 innings. And that will most likely be his last inning as we head to the home half of inning number 7. Mets are on top 5-0. Fly ball to center field. Catch made by Judge. One away here in the 7th. And here comes Pete Alonso again. Homered once, homered twice. Question is, will he homer again? Will he homer 3 times? Let's see.
One ball, no strike.
First pitch to him is a ball. Line caught by Volpe at short, 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, DJ Stewart.
Two outs in the 7th. Here's DJ Stewart. He's 0 for 3.
Nope, that's away.
Here's the 1-0 to him. Hang on a second. That's better. Sometimes when I wear my headset, I wear a hat, and then I I figure out that wearing no hat, kind of feels a little bit better. Well, a strikeout ends the 7th. We head into the 8th inning. Score is still 5-0. Mets on top. And the Mets will go to their bullpen here in the 8th inning. Jake Diekman. Will face Rizzo to lead things off. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Anthony Rizzo 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out and he's popped up. Both to Jet McNeil, and he pops up again, this time to Pete Alonso at first. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Labor Torres.
Strike, woo! No ball, 1 strike.
Mets got some more activity going on in their bullpen. Feel like the Yankees are going to make a pitching change in their half of the 8th. Torres hits one to the left center field. The rain's kind of stopped. And Brandon Nimmo is going to make the catch. 2 outs.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
So I'll bring in Austin Wells 0 for 1. He's struck out and he's walked in this game. In the air to left, Martinez. Makes the play. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and hey, I called it. Yankees, I said the Yankees were going to make a pitching change. The Yankees made a pitching change. They brought in the former LA Dodger, Victor Gonzalez.
Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder, J.D.
A solid left-hander to have in any bullpen in franchise mode for all you franchise players out there. He'll face his former teammate, J.D. Martinez, to lead off the inning. Ground ball to Cabrera at third, 1 away. Taking away a base hit. So that'll bring in Brett Beatty up next. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He scored on one of those singles on a ground rule double hit by Tomas Nido. First pitch, slider taken, strike 1. There are the two righties warming up in the Yankee bullpen. I don't know if their plan is to score 5 unanswered runs in the top of the 9th, but we'll see. We saw that with the Expos earlier today when we were doing our Expos Pirates stream. The Pirates were up 5-0. The Expos came back. They scored 5 runs to tie it, and then they would go on to win it 11-6. Excuse me. Gotta correct myself there. 11-6 because the Pirates scored a run in the 9th. 1-2 count from Gonzalez to Brett Beatty is taken for a ball. 2-2. Here's a 2-2 to Gonzalez. That's low. Counts full. Jeff McNeil on deck. Here's a 3-2. Strike 3 call. Brett Beatty thought it was ball 4. But it landed on the lower right-hand corner. And there are 2 outs now here in the 8th. Here's Jeff McNeil. Strike 1. We come back for the Yankees half of the 9th. It'll be Oswaldo Cabrera, Anthony Volpe, Juan Soto all due up. One ball, 1 strike to McNeil. A little flare out to center. Making the catch is Aaron Judge. And we go to the 9th. Last chance for the Yankees to try and keep things going. They are down 5-0. And Jake Diekman is still out there on the mound. He'll face Cabrera, he'll face Volpe, he'll face Juan Soto. And the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 0-1 to Cabrera.
No, that's a ball.
It's up high, ball 1.
Strike. 1-2.
Ground ball to third. 1 third baseman grounds out to the other. The Yankees are down to their final 2 outs.
The bat, number 11, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
So 1 out here in the 9th inning. That'll bring in Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 today with a strikeout in the 6th inning. First pitch from Diekman. Umpire calls strike 1. Count is 1-1.
That's a ball.
Fastball taken, 2-2.
2. Ball. 2 strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Soto. The slider hammer to left field. Back goes Martinez, and the Yankees are down to their final out. And the batter will be Juan Soto. Strike 1. To the former National and San Diego Padres outfielder.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. And Soto crushes one to right. Marte's back. And that's the ball game. Mets win. 5-0 your final score. A shutout over the Yankees. We saw a couple home runs in this game from Pete Alonso, who will be our player of the game. It was a 5-0 Mets victory. The Yankees only had one hit in this game. Jose Butto with 7 scoreless innings. He gave up a few walks in this game. However, he didn't give up a run. I think he only allowed 2 runners to third base. But other than that, this has just been all Mets in this game. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's another highlight of the Pete Alonso home run there. That's a final here at Shea Stadium. Mets win. Mets 5, Yankees nothing. I'm your man Josh Wright signing off from Shea Stadium. Have a great Friday. Have a great rest of your